morning, YouTube. Welcome to today's video. So I've been slacking a little bit on YouTube, and don't worry, I have not forgotten about you guys, but I figure I'm just gonna start this vlog because it's a Wednesday, and any of you guys who follow the news probably have seen there is a big hurricane hitting Florida. By the grace of God, thank goodness, I am in Tampa. It will not directly hit us. However, I am in a flood zone. So like I don't live by the beach, but I live by the bay. So I am in the, I guess like you would call it, we're called Zone A. So just saw like literally 30 minutes ago that where I live, we are under a mandatory evacuation. So I figured I'd just start this vlog and take you guys along with me through the next like day or two and see what this like hurricane entails, and also just like make a vlog out of this. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I'll probably drive over to my mom and stepdad's. They're not in a flood zone. They're like 45 minutes away from me. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just kind of thinking it through, because I think I'll be fine, but it's also like, I just don't wanna take the risk because what happens is like if you're in an evacuation zone, you don't have to leave, but if you don't leave, and let's say for example something happened, like we were flooded and we couldn't go anywhere, like you do not get emergency help. So like the emergency like personnel will not come to help you if you are under a mandatory evacuation zone and you don't leave. So it's like, you kind of have to weigh out the pros and the cons. A lot of times we get these mandatory evacuations because I get like usually one every year in hurricane season, and a lot of times nothing really ever happens, but it's always just better to, I guess, be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. Oh, and you guys, I'm gonna do a taste test too because I got the new Oreo Coke Zero, so I'm super pumped about that. But anyways, welcome to the vlog and enjoy the rest of the footage. All right, I am walking to the gym. Well, I'm actually going to get something out of my car first, but walking to the gym. It's not raining, it's kind of like dark, but I did look at the radar before I walked to the gym and it doesn't look like it's gonna rain while I walk there. So getting in maybe one last lift because who knows what the gym situation will be like tomorrow. So YouTube, okay, it's hard to really tell in this video. It actually looks kind of nice out, but it is pouring. Maybe you can kind of tell like that way. So the gym is this direction to the left. So funny story, I walked to the gym and as you guys saw in the last clip, I totally checked the radar before I left and I thought that it was not supposed to rain. And of course, when I'm getting ready to leave, it is like pouring. Like I'm talking pouring. I don't mind walking home in a little bit of rain, especially because I bring my umbrella, but I mean, it was pouring. And I walked outside with my umbrella and I stopped under the bridge, and one of my gym friends, he stopped with his car on the side and he like rolls down his window. He's like, do you want to ride? And I was like, oh my gosh, you are so sweet. So I got in his car and he drove me like my apartment is like a half a mile, but that was so sweet. So next time, I just always need to remind myself, even if the weather looks a little sketchy, and I'm contemplating walking to the gym, like I'm just gonna remind myself, don't do it. But thank goodness for my gym friend. I appreciate him. That was so nice of him to just drive me home. So let me just show you guys. I have the cutest travel bags. I know I talk about these all the time, but I'm using my flamingo pink Taske Active and my oatmeal. I've got food in this one, and then toiletries, and then and clothes, and then I've got some more clothes and my electronics in this one. Going for a little overnight stay at my mom's. All right, made it over to my mom's just now. As you can tell, it's kind of just like cloudy and gloomy, but it's actually really nice. It's not that hot right now. Humidity is really low. But yeah, just arrived. Now I'm going to be greeted by all four of my fur siblings, if you will. My mom has 4 dogs, so they're always a little rambunctious whenever I walk in. I'm definitely gonna be greeted by a lot of enthusiasm, but I probably would have been fine staying at my apartment if I'm being very honest, but I figured I had nothing to lose by driving over to my mom's. Plus, I have a friend that lives really close by, so we're gonna just meet up and train tomorrow because the storm is supposed to be really quick. Like, it's not one that is gonna hit and like sit on land for a while. So I think honestly everything will be normal by later tomorrow. So we're gonna train, hopefully if everything is fine, which I think it will be. But yeah, I'm gonna go and put down my stuff in my mom's house, be greeted by all 4 fur babies, and also make some food because I did pack some food to bring over with me. I always come prepared. I never ever go anywhere without food. I just, like, even when I'm out of prep, cannot do it. I seriously don't know how they hear me. Like, even when I was just by my car, they just hear me and then listen to them. There's 4 of them. I'm being prepared to be bombarded. There's the little one. German Shepherd, Golden, Frenchie somewhere. Oh, there's a lizard. All right, I'm going in. We're walking a little Frenchie. Griffin. He sees somebody. He thinks he's gonna be tough. Griffin. 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 So this is the calm before the storm. Not that you can really see anything. Taking the dogs out. There's the little dachshund, Griffin. Of course, he never likes to listen and go out with them because he's a Frenchie and they have cute ears, but those ears do not work. Do they, Griffin? 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 What are you doing? Good morning, my beautiful people. So I just finished cardio, hence why I look pretty sweaty. My mom has a Peloton bike, thank goodness. But yeah, let's just talk about last night. So I slept in my sister's room and I slept with her little dachshund. My sister is not here right now. She's with my dad in another state right now. So I slept in her bed, slept with her little dachshund in the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. The little dachshund was kind of like getting restless. It was kind of weird, which she doesn't normally do that. And then she was like, she kept whining. So finally, after like she wouldn't lay down, I put her down and I took her back outside. And she like automatically went number 2. And then I come back into the room, turn on the lights to find that, for lack of a better term, she basically shit in the bed. Thankfully it was like at the end, but poor girl, I guess, had an upset stomach, but that was, you know, not the funnest thing to wake up to at 2 a.m. So I had to like get rid of all the like the comforter and blankets and stuff. So, oh goodness. So it's actually though, I'm gonna show you guys so you can see a little bit throughout the window. It's so weird. So it's pretty windy, but you can see it's like actually looks kind of pretty outside. So it is pretty windy, but this is how I feel like it normally gets before hurricanes. Like it almost looks really pretty and then it just like turns really quickly. So, but this is the current status. Little noon update. It's just kind of cloudy, windy. I think my friend and I are actually gonna go to the gym right now. I think it's supposed to get a little worse, but just very windy right now. No rain though. Currently finishing up some upper body at the gym. I came to the gym that was nearby to train with my friend Brooke. This gym is called Sudafit. It's really awesome. I've been here before. If you're ever in the Seminole area in Florida, it's a really great place to come to. It's actually pretty crowded here. I mean, it is a smaller gym, so it may just seem like it's crowded because there's a decent amount of people here. But I'm gonna go finish, do some abs, and go see Brooke, and then probably head out of here. So I'm in my car right now. I just walked out of the gym. I have to take a call really quickly and then I'm gonna not walk. I'm going to drive to the grocery store to get a couple groceries and then pick up something for my mom. But it is so windy outside. I feel like I'm gonna probably start to see a lot more debris. It's really windy. And so fun fact, I really hate the wind. I hate walking in the wind because I had this thing that happened to me a couple years ago where something blew into my eye outside and it gave me like a big infection in my eye. I had to go to an eye specialist, so I low-key have a little bit of fear when it's windy. But you can see, you can kind of see the not stoplights, but my God, why can't I think of it? The light, it's just moving. You can see the trees. It is pretty windy, so I'm gonna head to the store and then hopefully get home before anything worse happens, because I feel like when it's windy, it's more of like worrying about all the debris, but more so the power outage is I think what like the area is really more so worried about. So I'll keep you updated. Hitting up a favorite grocery store, which appears to be open. I think it said, oh, it's closing at 4. Perfect. Got here right in time. Hello. Hey, grab the thing, grab this. This? Oh, yeah. Look how pretty it is. Not really. Okay, little update, my friends. Okay, it's bad. It is bad. It got bad really quick. It is really windy. The neighborhood is I haven't gone out there, like to walk around because there's a lot of debris flying around, but it's really windy, really bad. Power has flickered a couple times. The good news is we do have a generator, so if the power goes out, it shouldn't be an issue. But I just made a big salad, which basically is just a bunch of random stuff in a bowl for me. But just made that, and I have some chicken. I should probably prep it's frozen just in case the power goes out. But also, like I said, I think the generator, like, it goes on if the power comes out, but it is bad. It's really bad. My mom has a friend that lives on the water, and so basically her friend was evacuated, but her friend didn't leave because you don't have to leave if you're evacuated, or if you're evacuated, but you can stay, but nobody's gonna come and help you if you need help. So my mom's friend called her just like sobbing because I guess her whole first floor is already flooded, and like it's only supposed to get worse. So I just keep looking at the trees. Like it's very windy, and the neighborhood I'm in has a lot of big oak trees too. So I'm just gonna like shut the windows. I'm going to work a little bit, watch some Netflix, take some Serenity gummies from Cured, and just relax because I'm not that worried. I'm just kind of worried. I don't my car. Hopefully, I don't want anything to fall in my car, which I feel bad saying that because honestly, there are people out there far worse being affected. So I'm just gonna shut up. So I am sending my prayers though to anybody in North Florida, because like all I keep thinking about is that Tampa, like this area, we are not in the direct pathway of the hurricane, and for it to be this bad, that it's crazy. Like I've never seen it this bad in my 5 years of living here. So anyways, gonna sit down, gonna eat my food and watch some Netflix while working. I am gonna probably turn on Secret Life of Mormon Wives. I just started that last night. It's just like a really good mindless watch, and that's exactly what I need right now. So here's the next morning, you guys. I just got up, and basically this is what we're working with. So lots of just debris, but we are blessed. My sister's car in the background, Vivian. Now we are blessed that this was all that happened, honestly. I have yet to look at what happened in the other parts of the state right now, but I know it was bad. So like definitely counting blessings. I think the power went out last night too because I heard the generator kick on. Oh goodness, so sad that some people were affected the way they were. There was a for sale sign here too, by the way, on the white pole. It flew off, which I think was probably to be expected. So mom and I are walking. Good morning, mom.
I look lovely.
I do too. And this is what we're looking at. But like I said, that this neighborhood has a lot of oak trees. So that's, I mean, anytime you get high wind, you're gonna see a lot of trees on the ground. But so I know I promised you guys a review of the Oreo Coke in this video, but sad news is I left that at my apartment, and I've been at my mom's for longer than I expected. So I did grab this grape ghost though at 7-Eleven yesterday. This is like the newest flavor, and I was very intrigued. I have been actively searching for this one, not like looking that hard, but I did come across it when I was getting gas yesterday, so I grabbed it. And let me just tell you guys, if you grew up drinking the Welch's grape juice, this tastes literally just like it, only in carbonated form. A lot of people say it tastes like grape soda. I'm assuming it does. I can't really honestly say I've ever had grape soda, at least that I can remember, but this flavor is so good, very solid on what it explains the flavor as. So if you can find this, I highly recommend getting it. It is sweet, but I think that's how most Ghost energy drinks are. So if you don't like sweet things, you probably wouldn't like this, but I thought it was really good. And if you like Welch's grape juice, like I said, literally it tastes just like that, only in carbonated form. What is up, you guys? Okay, I feel like I have done a terrible job at vlogging the past 24 hours because I cannot even recall the last clip I filmed. But yesterday was Friday, and it was just a really busy day with some hurricane cleanup and then work and dealing with some other things too. So just to recap a little bit, because I want to kind of end this video here. So Hurricane Helene, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So I am so grateful to be okay. I mean, I live very high up in my apartment complex. I was not worried about my apartment at all, but the storm absolutely devastated anybody who lived on the water. So where I was staying was with my mom, and she does live near the beach, but she is in a no flood zone. So they're enough inland to the point where the storm surge was not an issue. So the storm surge is like the wind circulating from the hurricane, pushing water into the homes, and that's kind of what ruined the majority of the homes on the coastline. So it was really sad to see how many people on the coastline were devastated. My mom has a few friends that, we were trying to help out that completely, just like their homes were devastated. So in my mom's house, it was me staying there, and then there were also 4 other people that were staying there temporarily because they were evacuated from their apartment on the island. And then my mom has a couple of other friends whose homes were just destroyed. So it was just very sad, and I feel so blessed to not have been not having my home impacted, and it just breaks my heart, honestly, for the people that were impacted. So once I put up this video, I am gonna put some resources in the description box below. I'm gonna find some places that if you do feel so inclined, you can donate to, just because I feel like that is, it's so hard to see some of these people struggling the way they are. So I'm gonna put any resources that I can find in the description box if you feel so inclined to donate to those that lost a lot of their belongings. But I am back home now, so I can't even remember if I got this on video yesterday, but yesterday was Friday, and I actually tried to go home. I got in my car, I got all packed up, I started driving home, and quickly realized 15 minutes into my drive home that the bridge that I have to use to get from the St. Pete Peninsula to the Tampa Peninsula was closed. Rightfully so. They obviously had to clean it up, but also had to inspect it. It was completely underwater on Thursday. So, but yeah, it was closed. So I turned back around. I went back to my mom's, and I was like, I'm just going to stay here for another night, which I did. And then I came home today, Saturday. So it was nice to get to at least spend some, extra time with my mom. We had a big dinner last night with all of the people that were staying at my mom's house, and then a couple of other people that weren't staying at the house, but they were impacted by the storm. So it was nice to be able to just kind of hang with them and, give them dinner and all of that. So anyways, I feel like this vlog was so all over the place though. So I hope it wasn't too all over the place to the point where it's just flat out confusing, but I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. And because I believe it's long enough at this point where I'm just gonna put everything together, upload it. So I hope that you all have a great day. I hope that any of you guys watching were not impacted by the hurricane. I know that it really did hit not just Florida, but I know that some people in the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee were impacted by flooding and winds and power outages. So again, I'm gonna put some resources below if you do want to donate to some hurricane relief funds, if you feel so inclined to do so. But I hope that everybody watching this has a great day wherever you are at in the world, and I will catch you guys in my next video.